Alright, according to my widget here, provided by Mirrorless Action, it appears I'm live. Yep, and I am. Be that the case, well, greetings and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, a live Canine Observation, Season 1, Episode 3. Pollen's awful out there. Please forgive my constant throat clearing. I just really wanted to record today. From time of recording. But anyway, happy Leap Day from time of recording, since it's 29 February as the recording date from the time I recorded this video. As usual, I gotta do my walk around here. And in this video, and of all truth, see, I have a heart to entertain people. And this is, of course, my passion. And I'm glad that I don't have to do these operations in real life as of right now. Now, of course, I, in of all real life, am an officer in the Civil Air Patrol, so I need to contribute to the Air Force a little bit. Or somehow, as you can see. So that's why I chose to fly this F-4 Phantom today. That's yet one of the reasons why I chose to fly the F-4 Phantom to go to Angel Fire today. To check on canine companions and their dogs. And the best reason to my defense is that I have televisions on board. We don't have to poke our heads out of the cockpit. Or actually, we still do, but it takes a lot of work off of us to make sure that the canines are well, handlers are doing their jobs, things like that. Speaking of which, if I can't get there for some reason, and of course if I have to bail out, this is my emergency plan. My emergency plan, especially because this is a fighter plane, is that if I have to bail out, I'll align the aircraft to one of the nearest friendly places. I intend to bail out over one of the best churches, the best school, the best hospital, the best neighborhood, hopefully not a gated subdivision. Now, as far as systems go, like if I have an engine failure before V1, I'll land straight ahead. I'll close the throttle, you'll taunt oncoming traffic. If I have an engine failure after V1, I'll come back the way I came in. Okay, without further ado, I'll start the plane. Let me check everybody in here. Okay. See, this thing's not really operable, okay? Some of these things here are not really operable since this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Now, I like too many airplanes, of course, so... I like too many airplanes. I really do. Bill, you alright? Looks like you are. When ejection secure, things like that. And ejection is secure. And it usually is. Are you sure you're alright? I think you are on television mode. Well, I'm an early riser. That's why I made the time like that. So here we go. Come on, engines. Where are you? Alright, engine 1. Alright, and again, anyone who dares to harm the canine handlers, people with the canines, or of course the canines themselves from canine companions, be afraid, because this thing's also armed too. Lead, that's what this thing is armed with. Hidden around here where my cursor is. And jet blast. Alright, let's not do that again. Okay. And while we're at it, I'm going to say that this F4 Phantom here, if I could take back my sophomore year in high school, knowing that I was going to if only I knew beforehand that I was going to be able to complete Deutsch 1, German 1 okay, this could have, would have, and should have been our classroom aircraft, given that's the room number. F4, that is. Klassenzimmernummer ist F4 für Flugzeug F4 Phantom 2. And if my Frau from high school is watching this, whatever her last name may be as of now.
Albuquerque ground Labrador 5-4 with India request taxi for takeoff departure to the west.
That's your class aircraft.
Labrador 5-4 taxi to and hold short of runway 21 using taxiway Bravo 5 Bravo Bravo 4 Delta cross runway 26 Delta Echo. Contact tower on 123.775 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 21 via taxiway Bravo 5 Bravo Bravo 4 Delta cross runway 26 Delta Echo Labrador 5-4.
Okay, so our classroom number for German class at that time was F4. So for if you're watching this, I think you remember that conversation that if I could take back the 2009-2010 school year, or whatever time you spent at El Dorado, knowing that you were going to get room F4, or whatever time you had room F4 for, or whatever the time being was, they had room F4, that should have been your classroom aircraft. In other words, for the time being that you had classroom number F4. Actually, I put this in my own head as well. When I saw my card at El Dorado High School, about my classes and what schedules I had, when I saw F4 on it, I chose a visual item. You heard me correctly, I chose a visual item. And that would be a McDonnell Douglas F4 Phantom 2. So when that aircraft came to mind, that's where to go. And speaking of F4 Phantoms and that classroom, you know, I never had a real literal bailout. Like, I never left the class because of how bad it was. At least not all that much anyway. Except maybe to take, I'm not going to say a name of a person, a friend out of there, or two or three, to, of course, do project reviews, as well as, of course, do other work away from the rowdiness as much as possible, which I don't think are really necessarily bailouts, but, you know, of course. Ooh, it's beautiful this morning. Or At least we evaded and we avoided a fight as much as possible with the students. The ones who were rowdy, that was. The rowdiness, just like in Miss Nelson is Missing, began. Of course, even before the Frau got a sub to watch the class. And while we were watching Treffpunkt Berlin, or Cafe Julia, as some of you call it, that's when things really got hot. And I'll tell you an excerpt from the book Miss Nelson is Missing. The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceiling. Paper planes whizzed through the air. They were even rude during story hour. Although Frau was not in the classroom. Miss Nelson's like, "Alright class, settle down." Then eventually, this is what happened. Of course, in the book, they whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. Now, of course, the Frau herself would come back as her own version of Miss Viola Swamp, who actually was Miss Nelson in disguise. Then from there, of course, I'm not sure what variant of the F4 Phantom I was flying that day. Perhaps multiple because of all the screens I have in my head. Things like that. And then from there, of course, one student, who I'm not going to give a full name of, who graded my papers on a test I think I did pretty well on, then started to go bad, and he eventually dropped out of school that was, and he was making spitwads. Yeah, for real, he was making spitwads. And while he was making spitwads, of course, then this is what happened. I was hit a little bit, but not bad enough to where I had to get taken out, but in my own head, when I saw that I was hit, I had to bail out. Of course, in my own head, I bailed out over Eubank and Lomas area. But I stayed in the class for sure. The only real thing I came home with that day was a scratch from the spitwads. Now, of course, I'm not sure what my mission was that day. Well, I know it was something. Just the usual, be a student for the day. Things like that. That's all there really was. Yeah, just be a student. Okay, so at this point, I'm getting ready to take off now. So I'm going to need to take the cockpit again in a minute or two. Rio, please fasten your harness. Whatever else you got. Where's the crew? We're a fighter, so why should anything matter? Okay, we're an active plane, so here we are. At this point, let's check outside to make sure everything's okay first.
Albuquerque Tower, Labrador 5, we're ready at runway 21 west departure.
Labrador 5, 412 tree 7 at 22. West departure approved. Cleared for
Okay, I need to get back in the cockpit. Okay, we just crossed the line. I can check the biopark really quick. Since I chose the weather to be this way, yeah, I'm just going to do a pass over it. And then from there, make my way into the heights. Alright, I'm just going to pass over the biopark. This is a dangerous phase. I need the cockpit.
Labrador 5-4, continue for west departure. Labrador 5-4 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Yeah, we can make the
Albuquerque
biopark.
Tower, Labrador 5-4, continue for west departure.
It's around here somewhere. I know where the biopark is. I know where it is. It's in this general area. Okay, biopark secure. Let's go to the heights now. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. You're not done now. Hey, you're not done yet in the Albuquerque area. Hey, you're not done yet. You're really not. You're not really done yet. You're not done yet. Now, of course, let's just say we're observing other canines. That's why we're still here in the Duke for now. I need to go from Okay, I know where to go. I know how to get there. Colorado. And we're just gonna fly over it and make sure you're okay. That's all. Directly off to the left. Tomorrow's directly to my left. Right here. That's where it all happened. This whole thing about Rowdy and Rowdy German class. Okay, I'll do one more pass over it. You're not done. I know it sucks, but you're not done yet. You're not done working at Dorado yet. You're not done yet. got a grip. I think I can make it. I know how to get to the road from here. Like I always say, I know my town. Let me cut the throttle and I'll show and tell you where everything took place. I'll show you. Right here. In this general direction. Right here. Right here. This basket. It refers to the area where all this took place. Okay, I'm gonna fly this to Angel Fire now. Horrible breathing had to get you out of there. How to get you out of that horrific breathing. Now we're going to go to Santa Fe. Let me go to Santa Fe. Right this way. Well, for the time being, I have a friend up there from when I recorded this video, who I prefer to just call Brendan, and his mom Susan. They're in that general direction where I'm flying to. But for the time being, me, Brendan, and Susan have some work to do. We're doing from time of recording. And of course his cousin Glenn is back in Albuquerque. As well as, of course, Duncan, and not to mention their parents are back here too. Here referring to the Duke, that is. And of course we are going to Santa Fe. We're going to check on Susan and Brendan. We can do it from the air. Yeah, really, we can do it from the air. I'm sure they're okay. You know, the reason why I'm not in the cockpit right now is, especially with that horrific breathing, Best in the words of Delilah to just walk away. Because we have to watch the dogs. Well, to canine companions, those are. We had to stay away. Especially from... Oh yeah. Video each and everything you can think of. Oh yeah, that we gotta stay away from. Awful breathing. At this point, the grind is about to begin. Watching the dogs. All we really gotta do is we just gotta watch them in the mountain. Here we go. It's time to work. Work begins.
Albuquerque Center, Labrador 5, for 8,600 feet.
Labrador 5-4 Albuquerque Center, altimeter tree 0.13, radar contact continue. Labrador 5-4 reset transponder. Squawk 1200.
Reset transponder. We're fighters. We're a fighter plane. What should we? Reset transponder. We're a fighter. Okay. At this point, let's go to this.
Your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 1200.
Let's do it, man.
Labrador 5-4 reset transponder. Squawk 1200.
How's everybody doing down there? All good? I think so.
Labrador
They're all
5-4
in.
ATC services terminated. Good day.
Albuquerque Center, Labrador 5-4 is type 2, 4 miles south of Kilo Sierra, Kilo X-ray 16,900 feet. West
Labrador 5-4 Albuquerque Center. Squawk 6251.
Squawk 6251, Labrador 5-4.
Labrador 5-4 radar contact 19 miles southwest of Kilo Alpha X-ray 14,200 feet. Altimeter tree 0.13.
Roger, Labrador 5-4.
Angel fire. We're in angel fire. We're looking around. As you can see. Let's actually check the neighboring towns. See how everything's doing. What's down there? Okay, we're in angel fire now, so.
Kilo Alpha X-ray, traffic Labrador 5 for 5 miles southwest 16,600 feet inbound to land runway 17.
Okay, you got some observation. We'll land later. I don't really want to deal with the mountain landing. I really don't want to deal with it. I'm not hungry for that right now. Okay, this thing has systems on board. We can see what's going on. Alright, we have systems on board. I have some observation to do. Hey, you're not working, Taos. I gotta get you out of that vomiting sound. That's all. Work the valley. Okay, someone tells me. The valley. So let me get to the valley. And that'll look awesome. Well, I have television systems. I can make sure that they're working. Here we are. Is this your happy pill? So you can have 4 Phantom in the air. Make sure that the dogs are okay. Maybe I should start the normal process now. This is not okay. Smell is not okay. Here's the original Angel Fire report, so... Okay, mission's over. Who's that? Some hazard out there. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Alright. I want to land now. I'm gonna set this plane down now, okay? degrees. Earlier. Fighter, what do you expect? It's a fighter, what do you want out of it? It's a fighter. Hold on tight. Go back. Around. Runway. I guess I've come in prescribing drugs. I guess I gotta deal with numbs today. It's doable. Better without virtual reality, so, and I hear this thing wants to land. Yeah, Rio, hold on. Coming in. We're gonna come in hot. Okay, but we're gonna land. My promise is that we're gonna land. Okay, that's a promise. We're gonna land. I promise you, we'll land. I promise you, we'll land. Hold on. Coming in hot. Maybe that didn't work. Try with the air brakes. They're all coming from the south using the air brakes. They're coming from the south. End of the field, that is. So you got a good tour? Hope you all had a good tour. I was making sure the dogs were okay. We're gonna miss it. Hold on. This thing just loves to fly. It's becoming an epic struggle to land as of right now. Anyway, you still had a job to do. Make sure that the dogs are okay. You still have a job to do. Well, this video did not get its name for nothing. It appears they're okay. They are referring to the dogs. Yeah, really, it appears they're okay. Although imaginary. Wow, the gear was down this whole time? It's a foul landing. And we did our job today. Where are we going? Look out! These two crash settings are off. Hold on. Canopy for air. Now time for one more thing. Okay, they closed. Alright. Rough landing. That was an excellent one. At least the crash settings were off. At least the crash settings were not turned on. The only real reason why I fly these planes is to express some fiction, which I felt like doing today. I didn't know that the gear was down this whole time while I was flying, struggling to land. But this was otherwise a good flight. I take a long way, or should I just turn? I'll just turn right here. Yeah. We're all done. Everybody got to see what was going on. Watch the plane. Oh, the pack is here. Looks like the pack never left. Right outside, the pack never left. We're here. We're here. Let's bail out, shall we? Rio, time to get out. Sure, that was really rough, but time to get out. That was a really rough landing. I propose if I'm going to come back here again, maybe I will come into the valley using the F4. Or something like that. Alright, I hope you are watching back here. Maybe camera footage will really tell what happened. Maybe camera footage will really tell what happened. Alright. We're done. Fill the cockpit in. sure that was a course landing. I think during the struggle to land, we managed to make sure that the dogs were okay. During the struggle to land. Close the canopy and get out. Fuel truck backing up. Okay, post damage assessment is complete, and now, yeah, post damage. Okay, the aircraft's cold and dark at this point, and now it's operating a jet at this time of morning. Oh, it's me. Well, I can't really come up with much to say. So what can I say or do better? Well, from time of your recording, happy Leap Day. Otherwise, that is our show. If you like, please like and subscribe. See you all around. Thanks for watching. Have an excellent day. Special.